try something a little tougher here today. You see videos online of all these people starting fires with a magnifying glass. Well, there's gonna be no cheating on this video. I'm gonna show you. I'm just using dry grass and stuff, whatever I could find. And I'm gonna see if I can get a fire going. Because, you know, you watch some of those videos, it's like they hold the magnifying glass on there, bam, they got a fire. Does it really work that way? No, let's give it a try. Let's see what we can do. I had to put on my sunglasses because when you concentrate down this light like this, it definitely can hurt your eyes. So you gotta be careful with that. I'm using a magnifying glass. Now see, I mean, instantly I got smoke. Am I gonna get flame? That's the question. Or am I gonna get a red enough or ember going on where to get that a little more compact. That's one of the main things, is you got to get it packed pretty tight. Now I got my hand in the way, but I got to keep it held down. Just not really getting any embers. Then you start blowing and it just cools down and the smoke stops. Now if I had a magnifying glass that was actually more concave and more designed to create more of a heat spot, so if you're going to be carrying a magnifying glass to start fires or as a backup, make sure it's actually designed to create a lot more heat. Because these regular ones that you buy at Walmart just aren't going to cut it. It's kind of weird because right where the light beam, the bright light beam is hitting, it's red. But as soon as that light beam comes off, the ember stops instantly. So it's not really creating a true ember. So it's just not, this magnifying glass just is not hot enough. Holy smokes, it worked. Check that out. I did not think I was gonna get a flame. But once I got a concentrated beam and then kept it held down nice and tight and then blew on it, on that concentrated beam, it actually, I noticed I started getting a lot of smoke around the backside of my hand. And it's like, dang, it's actually starting to smoke. I couldn't see the embers, but I could see the smoke coming around my hand. So I'm like, okay, look at that. It actually worked. But it's something you got to practice. You are not just going to be able to hold that flame or that light onto something and get it to catch on fire. Now you've seen how I cupped my hand around there and I left just a little opening underneath my hand and I held it down tight. And once I got it where it was smoking, I did it just right where I was able to all of a sudden, you know, start blowing air, and then you can see the smoke coming up around my hand from that. Hopefully the camera was catching that, but we got flame, and you can use a magnifying glass, I guess, to start a fire. Like I said, I've did it a couple times, but it just takes a while. You have to get that light concentrated just right. You have to have your tinder packed down nice and tight, and once you get some smoke going, you got to start blowing on that stuff and keep it packed down tight. And when that smoke starts pouring up around your hand, do not let off. Keep blowing and keep the pressure and keep the magnifying glass on it. Do not. I finally got the magnifying glass in the perfect position right there on the where I had it really packed nice and tight. So, and then once I started blowing, and then I noticed the smoke coming around my hand, I was like, okay, I got something going here. So I kept that magnifying glass on that same spot and kept blowing, and pretty soon it just worked its way through, and then I had an ember. Boom. Well, I guess you can start a fire with a regular Magnifying glass. It's nothing fancy. It's just it's even scarred up too. I mean, if it didn't have a scarred up lens, maybe even it would concentrate a little more, because it's all scratched up. This thing is years and years old. So it's definitely not as easy as some of the people make it seem, but if you do it just right and keep that wood packed down or your tinder packed down and keep that light on it while you're blowing on it like I was doing, then hopefully you can get your fire going that you need. Alright, y'all, thanks for watching. There's my experiment with the magnifying glass, and it took a long time, but I got it working. Alright. Thanks for watching. Bye.